Hey Fernando, so we're here, I mean, big fight weekend. How do you see this playing out tonight? I mean, on Saturday.
It's a great fight, man. It's a great fight. I mean, you really got to see it's I mean, I hope that Chavez Jr., is able to, make adjustments and he's able to box. Why? Because he wants to fight like his dad. You know what I mean? And there's only one Chavez Sr., El Gran Campeón Mexicano, and it's difficult, you know what I mean, to be in the shoes that he's in, for him to, have to always be compared to after the best Mexican fighter that ever lived. And so, he wants to fight like his dad, which is, difficult because he's tall, like 6 feet, and then to try to get down low and fight on the inside is, I don't know why he would ever fight like that. Well, I can understand why he would fight like that, because he wants to fight like his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, but if he's able to use his distance, use his reach, I think that it could be a good fight.
He's like 5 inches taller than Canelo.
Yeah, 5 inches taller, and he's like 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? And 6'1". he's gonna be the stronger guy.
And too much with training with Nacho. Do you see that? Do you see that making a big difference?
I did see that, and I did like the fact that he respected, because he wanted to try to come down like a week before and be in Vegas, and Nacho said, "No, man, you're not doing that." And so that was good that he respected that and he paid attention, because at the end of the day, somebody like Nacho Beristain knows what it is to make world champions, and knows what is needed for him to prepare for a great fight. You know what I mean? So, I'm glad that he listened.
Oscar compared the fight and the rivalry to when he fought you. Do you see any similarities there at all?
I'm starting to see it at the very end. Like they're like, I saw the face-off thing. I think mano a mano. They were, he was saying, Canelo was saying that he's not, dignified to represent Mexico, and he hasn't represented Mexico in any shape and form. He goes, he was at the beginning, but then, he fell off, and I saw, Chavez Jr. didn't like that too much, and I wouldn't like that either, you know what I mean? So, that's good.
Honestly, though, weren't you guys at a higher level, though? Both of you guys? I mean, if we look at what you guys did in your career at the point when you guys fought.
Well, I mean, to respect another, respected, everybody's at their own respected level right where they're at right now, so.
I just remember that 154, back in those days with you guys and Tito and everybody else.
The thing is, look, I'm still young. I jumped into big fights, maybe a little too early, but guess what? That's what champions do, man. You know what I mean? It's like you want to fight the best. I was, I had 14 fights and I fought Julio Campos, 78 and 168 knockouts. Nobody gave me they gave me a slim chance of winning, but because, he was a veteran and be able to, take me to deep waters and maybe drown me. But, I fought him, Julio Campos, Raul Marquez, Winky Wright, Corte, Javier Casillejo, you know what I mean?
I mean, it seemed like there was better fighters then, in that division anyways, than now.
Well, there's a lot of, there's always going to be up and coming talent, I don't think that, I think that there is, I mean, back then there was, a lot more, Tito, myself, Oscar, but...
Let's say you at 25 years old right now at 160 or so with these guys. When you look at the division, you go, man, if I was, 25, 28 right now.
See, but the thing is, like, if I would have took care of myself, I started being, like, I've said it before, if I would have took care of my body, I'm in better shape now than I was when I was fighting. Why? Because I don't drink, I don't overeat, I work out every day, I lift, God is good, you know what I mean? So, if I would have taken care of my body, I think I would have lasted a long time. But and also I jumped into big fights right away, But that's what champions do. And do I regret it? Yes and no, because
you won a lot of those fights too.
Yeah, I did. And so and the guys that beat me, Hall of Famers, and no point in the fight when we fought, the guys that beat me said that. They were whipping me, that they were kicking my ass, because I was in the fight too, and in those fights, and I was definitely, doing everything that's possible to win the fight. You know what I mean? So, I gave them a run for their money. They couldn't say that it was an easy fight, or that, they walked around saying, walk home saying it was easy.
So how do you think a fight between you and Canelo, a young you, would have played out? How do you see that?
You tell me.
Well, you know,
I would have loved it.
I think it would have been a great war.
It would have been a great fight, definitely. But you know, if you guys see me, you know, a lot of the attributes that he has, I have. I boxed, I punched, I use angles, I use intelligence, I use my, you know what I mean? So I wasn't just a one-dimensional fighter that going just forward. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You know, I use my boxing ability, you know, to fight like Equate, to Yuri Campos, you know, Raul Marquez, Winky Wright, Equate, Africa said 5 world champions. You know what I mean? That I beat, and the 4 that beat me didn't walk away saying it was easy.
I asked the same thing to Tito Trinidad when he got inducted to the Nevada Hall of Fame, and he said I beat Cotto and Canelo on the same night, and he was laughing about it. He was saying like your guys' era was just like here at the top, and he wasn't disrespecting him so much, but saying it's just you guys were just at a different level.
Well, you know, and definitely look, Cotto and them, they're around my age, but I jumped into those big fights right away. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's with champions too. You know what I mean? And you know, I beat, you know, great champions also. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, 14 fights fighting Yuri Campos, 78-1, 68 knockouts. You know,
who was the best out of all those guys you faced?
The best, I think, the technical fighter, the best fighter that I think that I fought, that you really had to make sure you move your head after every combination, that you really touch your temples, you really had to be smart, you really got to be watching everything, because it'll make you pay. Oscar. Definitely Oscar. Definitely.
Are you guys cool now?
Yeah, definitely. We're cool.
You talk about how, you know, quickly things came for you, not just you, but in your Olympic class, was it Floyd, you know, David Reed. Why are we seeing this anymore, you think?
I don't know. I think that you are seeing great talent. You are seeing Mikey Garcia, we just finished winning another great fight, looking amazing, becoming world champion, and another weight class. And so you're always gonna have talent. When people say, "Oh, you know, boxing's dead," boxing's ain't dead. You know, there's always gonna be new talent. I got new fighters that are gonna be fighting and turning pro, and you guys are gonna see, you know, that I'm able to make some world champions also.